जय संस्कार. Chapter number 9, Ray Optics and Optical Instrument. ચેપ્ટર 8ની અંદર આપણે ઓલરેડી સ્ટડી કર્યું કે લાઇટ ઇઝ કન્સિડર્ડ ટુ બી અ ઇલેક્ટ્રોમેગ્નેટિક વેવ, and if something is having a wave nature, then it won't propagate in a straight line, then it is going to propagate like this, like a wave. But we consider light to be a straight line. Recall chapter number 10 of standard 10. You have studied light is considered as a light ray, something like this. Okay. So this one is contradicting to what we have studied in chapter number 8. Because the wavelength of electromagnetic wave, that is a visible light, is smaller than the all object present on the earth, or as compared to the size of any other object on earth. So light wave that is connecting two points. So light wave, suppose this and this point, these 2 points are connected by this light wave. So light wave connecting 2 point path. So this particular path that is connecting these two is considered as a ray of light, and it is represented by this particular symbol. Okay, because size is so small, vibrations are so small, so we are not going for wave nature, we just indicate it by a ray or an arrow. Okay, a bundle of ray of light, a bundle of ray of light is considered to be a beam of light. So whenever we are calling beam of light, that means we are talking about a bundle of ray of light. Reflection of light by a spherical mirror. Let's just talk about plane mirror. For plane mirror, magnification is equal to 1, laterally inverted image, object distance is equal to image distance, object height is equal to image height. Okay, and angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Another thing, incident ray, reflected ray, and the normal to the surface at the point of incidence, all three lies in a same plane. So these two were the laws of reflection. Okay, this all thing were for plane mirror, but it is equally applicable to spherical mirror. Spherical mirrors are of two types. One is concave, another one is convex mirror. We don't need to understand it briefly about it, because we have already studied about spherical mirror in standard 10. Another thing, we can represent concave mirror just by making outer surface opaque, and we can draw a convex mirror just by making inner surface opaque. Okay. Then we need to understand that center of this particular mirror is called pole point P, the line joining focal point and the pole point is called principal axis. There is a F is equal to R by 2. Then you know mirror formula, 1 upon U plus 1 upon V is equal to 1 upon F, which is equal to 2 upon R. The sign conventions for spherical mirror, anything which is in front of the mirror or on the negative x-axis, this one consider as a positive x-axis, and this one is the center. Okay, so anything which is on negative x-axis would be negative, on the positive x-axis would be positive, on the positive y-axis would be positive, and on the negative y-axis would be negative. So height is going to, object height is always going to be positive, image height is could be positive or negative, object distance would always be negative, whether it is a convex or concave mirror. Okay, now 9.2.2 and 9.2.3 is removed from your current syllabus. So let's just talk about example number 9.1. Suppose that the lower half of concave mirror's reflecting surface in figure 9.5 is covered with an opaque, that means non-reflecting material. What effect will this have on the image of the object placed in the front of mirror? Solution. You may think that image will now show only half of the object, but taking the laws of reflection to be true for all points, all the remaining part of mirror, the image will be that of whole object. However, as the area of reflecting surface has been reduced, the intensity of image will be low. In this case, half. So, let's just don't talk about intensity. Let's just talk about how we will find image. You know that for image formation in any concave or convex mirror, only this half particular, if this particular part is not even there, then also we could be able to generate an image over here, and that would be whole image. Because we are keeping this opaque, that doesn't mean the image is not going to form, because whatever the way are incidenting over here, that is what getting reflected and being absorbed over here. Next is a mobile lies along a principal axis of a concave mirror as shown in figure 9.7. Show by a suitable diagram the formation of its image. Explain why the magnification is not uniform. Will the distortion of image depend on the location of phone with respect to the mirror? So we know that object image would be not equal, because object is placed from one place to another. So as we go from away of center to towards the center, or even at the center, if it is over here, then image would be at the center, you will get the same image over here. But as distance decreases, the image would go increasing. The size of image is going to get increase. The Ray diagram for the formation of image of a phone is shown in figure 9.7. The image of part which is on the plane perpendicular to principal axis will be on the same plane. It will be of same size. B dash C is equal to BC. You can yourself realize why image is distorted, because the distance is somewhat increasing. So that's why the image is going to get distorted. Or let's just say it is basically it will have all the thing which is object is having, but because of the distance changing, therefore we find that figure is distorting or not having the same dimension as the object. Example number 9.3. An object is placed at 10 centimeters and 5 centimeters in front of a concave mirror of radius of curvature 15 centimeter. Find the position, nature and magnification of the image in each case. Okay. So, we have a concave mirror. Radius is equal to 15 centimeter. First object distance is 10 centimeter, another object distance is 5 centimeters. We know it is a concave mirror, and even if it is not, object distance would always be negative. For concave mirror, radius of curvature would also be negative. So mirror formula 1 upon u plus 1 upon v is equal to 2 upon r. We will substitute the value of rest, then we are going to get V is equal to minus 30 centimeter. You can again do the apply the formula of magnification, which is minus V upon U, which is a minus 10 centimeter, and we will end up having this is minus 3. Okay, so this is the magnification that we are getting. Again, if object is placed before the center of curvature, that means the image would be far and image would be bigger than the object. Okay, obviously image would be on the lower half of this particular half of it. Okay, next is, if object distance u is equal to minus 5 centimeter, then 1 upon v is equal to minus 2 upon 50 and plus 1 upon 5. In that case, v is equal to 15 centimeter. In that case, again minus 10 minus 15, which is equal to 5 upon 75, which is v is equal to 15 centimeter. Since over here object distance would be below or before f, here there is a f, here there is a c. So before that, if object is placed, we know the images would be on the this particular part of the object. So v is equal to minus 50 upon minus 5, and we are going to get magnification of 3. So the object would be 3 times in height and on the back side of this concave mirror. Example number 9.4. This is a very important example. Please try to understand it. Suppose while sitting in a parked car, मतलब कार एक जगह स्टॉप છે અને તમે કારની અંદર બેઠા છો. Notice a jogger approaching towards you inside view mirror of radius r is equal to 2 meter. So you are observing from side view mirror, and the mirror which is used for this purpose would be a convex mirror, right? If the jogger is running at speed of 5 meter per second, how fast the image of the jogger appear to move when jogger is at 39 meters, at 29 meters, and at 19 meters, and at 9 meters away. So we are supposed to know that what is the speed of this particular image of jogger would show. Speed of jogger that we know, distance or place of jogger that also we do know. Let's just start our calculation. U is equal to minus 39 centimeter given to us. Radius r is equal to 2 meters. That means focal length would be 1 meter. Since it is a convex lens, so f is going to be positive, but u is always going to be negative. We will substitute mirror formula 1 upon u plus 1 upon v is equal to 1 upon f. That means 1 upon u minus 1 upon f is equal to minus 1 upon v, and from that we can derive v is equal to f times u divided by u minus f. You may encounter this particular term too, minus u f divided by f minus u, then you will add minus signature over here, then it is minus f plus u, and that's what written over here. So this is the formula. So we will substitute value of f to be 1, value of u to be minus 39, again this all, and we will have the image position to be 39 meters. 39 divided by 40 meters. This is our image position if object position is this. Okay, if object is 39 centimeter away, I'm sorry, let me just check. Okay, so it's my mistake, this is meters. Okay, so if object is at 39 meters away, image would be 39 divided by 40, somewhere around 1 meter. Okay, now we need to know what the speed of this particular object. So what we will do, how we calculate velocity? Velocity is distance divided by time. Okay, so we know the velocity and we know the time for 1 second, so we can find distance too by just multiplying velocity with the time. Okay, so what we will do, next distance after 1 second, this object which is now at 39 meters away has a speed of 5 meter per second. After 1 second, it will be on the position of minus 39 plus 5, that means minus 34 meters, right? So once object distance that we can found, then we can also calculate the image distance. Simply by substituting the formula, we will get image position, new image position after 1 second would be 39 divided by 35, and if we take distance of these two or difference of these two, to be precise, if we take difference of these two, we will get answer 1 upon 280. So this is a difference of object position in 1 second. So this is the displacement divided by 1 second, which is a time. So this is the velocity of this particular image of object which is right now at 39 meters away from side view mirror. Okay, so the similar thing can be calculated for 29 meters. Okay, instead of 39 we can substitute 29. Over here 29 divided by 30, over here 29 plus 4 would be 24, over here 24 divided by 25. Okay, so that kind of thing is going to be there. So we can, one thing that we can know about this is speed is gradually going to get increased. Although speed is constant for this particular object, but as it is coming closer to side view mirror, one can think that he or she is continuously speeding up. So therefore the average speed of image when the jogger is between 39 and 14 meter would be 120, 1 upon 280 meter per second. Okay, similarly we can find 1 upon 150 meter per second, 1 upon 60 meter per second and 1 upon 10 meter per second respectively. Although jogger has been moving with constant speed, the speed of his or her image appears to increase substantially as he moves closer to the mirror. This phenomena can be noticed by any person sitting in a stationary car or a bus. In case of moving vehicle, a similar phenomena could be observed if the vehicle in the rear is moving closer with a constant speed. A constant speed થી જો તમારી તરફ move થતા હોય, so you will find that their velocity is continuously increasing. Okay, so that's all for now. Next would be in next session, then we are going to discuss about refraction and more other examples of it.